Well, this is a huge story. The impact of the Toyota recall is being felt both here and abroad.
Here to talk about it is Cars.com senior editor David Thomas. Thanks for being with us. And I told him I drive a Camry, but it's a hybrid, so
that's not included in the recall, correct?
Gosh, a lot of people drive Toyota. Right. And what is it that they should be on the lookout for with that gas pedal?
Right, so in this most recent recall with the gas pedal, you will notice something wrong with your car before this sudden acceleration. This doesn't just happen all of a sudden and you're taking off in your car. So what Toyota says is you will notice a slight sticking. The pedal won't spring back quickly right away. If that is happening with your car, then you go take it into your dealer if you notice something a little bit wrong. So, but for the most part, nothing, you won't notice anything.
You know, in terms of, put this in perspective for us in terms of automotive history, you know, there was the famous Pinto blowing up tanks, there was the rollovers from the Explorer that people were worried about. Where does this fit in the scheme of that?
Well, as far as, you know, the unfortunate casualties, it doesn't come close to either one of those. But the PR, obviously, and the mental image of runaway cars is obviously just as bad as I think either of those two, especially in today's media world where, you know, everyone's talking about this nonstop. So we're trying to educate people about it and make sure they're safe one way or the other.
Cars.com, a major website. How has this, I guess, played out on the website with the halting of sales, and how's that changed traffic?
Well, there's a lot of traffic, just people wanting information. For the main, they want to know, like you said, is my car safe? What do I do? That's the number one thing we're trying to get out there. And halting sales is huge, obviously, but it will just be a halt. It'll resume at one point. So hopefully for dealers and all those people that make money and the living off of this, it won't really harm them.
Now this really is a local story in many ways if you count Indiana, because Indiana, a manufacturer who makes the pedal, says now parts are being redesigned, but says Toyota will still have a long way to go to fix the problem. What do I, as a consumer, make of that statement?
Well, they don't really make great statements, do they? Those aren't really for the consumers who watch these, watch morning news. What they're basically saying is they're going to get a fix out there as fast as they can, but because there's 2.3 million of these vehicles, it's going to take some time.
Well, what does that mean? I've got, let's say I have a car and the sticking pedal is a problem. I'm going to leave my car and I have to find another mode of transportation at this point.
Well, yeah, if you are experiencing any sort of issue, the dealer is going to take it in, and they might either replace it with a new part that isn't worn yet, and so you'll be safe for a while until the final fix comes in.
One that could potentially become bad in the end.
Right. They do say this takes some time, and they haven't been able to replicate any of this because it has to do with temperatures and humidity and all that, so they can't replicate the problem.
Let's talk about the long run. What do you predict for Toyota? Will it rebound from this? This is big.
Oh, sure. Oh, they'll rebound. I mean, the good thing for Toyota is they had all these years of a reliable, safe image, and it was based on real fact. I mean, they had reliable and safe cars for a very long time. So this one, as horrible and large a recall as it is, probably will not damage them permanently. Ford obviously came back from that Explorer problem and the Pinto problem. So they can come back.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, in terms of Congress getting involved, I mean, there's some talk about Congress. Wouldn't that change the playing field right there?
Yeah, it's going to stay in the news for a long time, unfortunately, so we're going to be hearing a lot about it. And with that congressional hearing, there are other incidents of unintended acceleration that have nothing to do with this, which I think they really want to investigate as well.
And I think my producer was just about to tell me, could you repeat it again, Christina, because it sounded important about something Toyota was saying over the... Toyota says they've just emailed automotive dealers with a fix to the problem. That's what I'm hearing right now.
Right, so they're alerting them that they have a fix and that it will be heading out. We don't know what that time frame is, though.
So owners should be hearing more from the dealers.
Yeah, we'll have that out
today.
what we know as soon as we can today.
All right.
Thank you,
Thanks a
David.
Thanks for having me.
Coming up, why some...